Hey everybody. How's everyone doing? Y'all doing okay? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming out. Get this set up. There you go. How is y'all? Hello. That's a lot of people. That's quite a few more people that I thought were gonna be here. That's cool. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's doing well. Big hello to you. You are welcome to put a question in the form if you got one for me. Hopefully you do. If you got a question, do me a favor, put it in the form to make sure I get to it. Chances are if you put it in chat, I'm gonna miss it, because chat's going pretty crazy. But all the same, thanks for being here, y'all. Look at all these people. Look at all these little goobers running around down there. That's awesome. Let's see, what are people saying? Jimin says, lol, your voice cute. Let's see if we can say hello, yeah? Hello to Belgian. Belgian is the first one here. Hello to Twilight. Thanks for being here. Twilight and Ree, both here. Amazing mods. Pizza Rat, hello. Bubble Grunge, hello. Lizzo says, I'm a big fan. Thank you, Lizzo. Abby. How you doing, Abby? Minnie Tay. Hello. Star Dazzling, hello. Jay Adams, hey. Jindaya Ulmer, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Says they're sending lots of bear hugs my way, thank you. Got Yazzie A, hello. Got Kaiko here, hello. Jessica Callison, Jessica Callison, hello. We got the trees here, hello. Yulia Matash, hello. Leander's Angel, hello. Let me boost my volume just a little bit here. There you go. Is that a little spicier for y'all? Is that good? Who else we got? We got Jimin saying hello. Aiden, hello. Karina, hello. Crystal, hello. Mia's here, hello. Leander's Angel, how you doing? Might have already said that one. Violet, hello. Well, shit, hello. Edge, hello. Subdued Hughes is here. What up, Katie? Clara Sabalova is here. Hello. Xochitl, Xochi. I remember talking to you before. Xochi Daniela Perez Velez. Hello. Star Dazzling. Hello. Alias is here. How you doing? Anxiety Plush B. Hi. Jace is here. How you doing? Lily Alcala. Hello. Fatima Asif. Hello. Den is here. Hello. Hey, Duck Mom. Pidge Erubim. Hi. Who have I missed? I missed anybody? Rory Montgomery. Hi. Thanks for being here, everybody. Again, if you got a question, do me a favor. Just go and throw it in the form. The message is pinned at the top. It's easy peasy. I don't gather your information or nothing. It's just an easy way to keep track of all these questions. Val Dancing Angel says they're here for the first time. They've been a fan for 4 years now. Dang, thank you. I helped pull them through some dark times, apparently. Well, thank you for letting me play that role in your life. Missy Brownie, how you doing? Cherry, how you doing? Red Mind, hello. How's everybody doing? Okay. Is the volume okay? You hear the waves? You hear the music? You hear me? It's gonna be nice and low-key today. We're just answering some questions, just hanging out, got no agendas. I just figured there's been a lot of changes lately with the, Twitch stuff, the Patreon stuff. There's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of big stuff going on. I figured I might do a Q&A. Plus also to check in with y'all. See who my current crowd is before me, Violet, how you doing? Pidge has been a solid fan for 6 years. First time catching a live. This seems super fun. Well, I don't really do these too often, Pidge. I think the last time I did a stream here on Cardlin Audio proper, like, that wasn't a Patreon live stream. Oh, man. It's been... I don't think I did it in the last year, at least. Maybe I'll do these more often. Maybe we'll do, like, a monthly check-in or something, just to see how y'all are doing. Say hello. Redmine, oh, okay. I don't want to take too many questions from chat, but Redmine asked if I've done a face reveal. Yes, I have. Twilight is kind enough to paste the link, so if you want to see my face, it's in that video I did. Bubble Grunge says, let's see, I've been a fan since the spicy stuff was on Podbean. Damn, I'm old. Dang, you're not old, but wow, Podbean? I forgot about that entirely. Oh my god. Podbean. That's a long time ago. Wow. Midnight Blue Eclipse, hello. Jessica says, I've been a fan for so long I can't even remember. Oh, thank you. Star Dazzling, hello. Missy Brownie says, help, Cardlin, I just locked my cat in my room. She's been in there for like the whole day. She's fine. She'll be fine. The face reveal is real, y'all. If you want to see it, go check it out. Maria Vidal, hello. Jay Adams, hello. Jimin says you need to do this more often. You know what, Jimin? I agree. I stream a lot already on Twitch. I do that more out of character as myself, as JC, not Cardlin Audio. So it's a little more unhinged. I mention orifices a lot more. I'm gonna try and keep it PG today. I'm gonna try and keep it under wraps today. It gets a little more loosey-goosey over on Twitch. It's a different name over there. I stream on Twitch under the name and then JC said, but who knows? Maybe that'll change sometime. Elias is here, says been a fan since quarantine, been hooked since. Well, thank you. Thanks for letting me entertain you. Jay Adams says, oh my god, Cardlin Audio just said my username. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Star Dazzling says they've been here since 2019. Wow. Xanachan's World, hello. Duck Mom says Twitch is fun with JC for sure. Thank you, Duck Mom. That's kind of you to say. Belgian's been listening to my audios for 5 years. Thank you, Belgian. Feel free to correct me if I'm saying your names wrong, by the way. Sorry if I do. I try to say them right, but I'm not always wrong. I'm not always correct. Tima says, when are you going to answer the questions from the link? Soon. I figured give it like 15 minutes, Let people get situated, let the list pile up. Well, shit says, hearing his voice reply to what I'm saying feels so odd in the best way, though. Thanks. Noran Ahmed says, crying literally. Don't cry. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Froggy Cat, hello. Thanks for being here. Oh, Twilight reminds me. Yes, you can indeed get your very own Cardivair. They're handmade by a good friend of mine. They are soft, they are sturdy, they are big, and they are very huggable. You're gonna love yours. Skittlebread Cosplays, hello. Says, I love your content. You make me delulu over you. Thank you. I guess that's cool. Alias is here, says, remembering when Brittany Broski reacted to one of your audios was so amazing. I love it. Yeah, she was pretty kind. She was pretty kind to me. She wasn't kind to everybody, but she was kind to me. I appreciate that. July, hello. Hello, July. Maybe it's Julie? Xanachan says, can't remember how long I think been watching for a couple years. Also nailed my name. Great, some people pronounce it wrong. Oh. Glad I got it right. Anxiety says, I love your PNG tuber, by the way. It's very cute. Yeah, I haven't busted this guy out in a while. Feels good to be back. Maybe I should make him bigger. You know, there's not really a lot going on over there. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to just... Should we schloink him up? Oop, nope, that's you guys. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Here we go. There we go. Should we make the PNG tuber bigger? Yoink. Guess it doesn't hurt, right? Yeah, that's nice. Hunter says the waves sound so relaxing. Yeah, that's the point. Oh, Sang-woo, thanks for being here. You've been here since 2018. I appreciate you. Saf Williams, hello. Bullshit says, stop. He read my comment. We're forever now, for real. Okay. Jay Adams says, this month makes 5 years of me listening. This is my first time on a stream. Thank you, Jay Adams. Dang, I should stream here more often. Y'all gotta remind me to stream here more often. I always forget. I'm always streaming over on Twitch. Y'all gotta remind me. Hit me up. Let me know. I should stream here more often. Blossom, hello. Blossom says, Cardlin, could you please start doing more comfort audios? It would really help. I do one every Monday. So the way we do it now is every Monday we do either comfort or sleep aid or cute and funny. And then Friday is for things like dramatic audios, romantic audios, fantasy, sci-fi, yandere, horror, that kind of stuff. And then Saturday is Spice. And just this month, only in May, I'm doing a bonus Spice every Sunday, actually. So it's double the Spice this month. So if ever you wanted to sign up, now's the time. Crystal says, this PNG is the one you used when I first knew about you. Yeah, yeah. Jay says, I never thought I'd be intimidated by a bear. Why not? Aren't they big and scary? It's me, T. Hey, T. How you doing? You got a question for me? There is a link posted at the top. It's pinned to the chat, so go ahead and post your questions there. They're starting to stack up. I'm going to start answering them in 1 minute here. So get your question in now. It looks like there's quite the line. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of them. RDA says, the most recent cute, funny audio is one of my favorites. Yeah, it was a good one. Shout out to Twilight, amazing mod. Shout out to Ree, amazing mod, and also editor of the channel. Also writes a lot of your favorite scripts, I'm sure. Zena Azim, hope I said your name right. Says, hey, Carlin, I love your content. I'm the long timer that's been around for years. Thank you. Star Dazzling says, you sound exactly like your character. Well, I'm keeping it a little buttoned up today, you know? I'm trying to be a little well-behaved. I'm going to try and not mention any kind of genitals or orifices today. Isho Futuro. Isho Futuro? Thanks for being here. I don't know if I said your name right, but thanks for being here. Hey, Gwen. What up, Gwen? Corey Mitt says, what video was the hardest to make and how? Oh, I'm trying to answer questions from the forum. So if you got a question, please put it in the forum. It's pinned to the chat. But thanks all the same for being here. All right, it's been 15 minutes. Shall we start answering these questions, y'all? Yeah, let's do it. All right, so our very first question. This one was actually asked before the stream even started. I got a few of them that were already here when I started. Stella asks, do you ever wonder what life would look like had you not gotten into ASMR audios? What other career path would you be interested in pursuing? So, believe it or not, before I was doing this, I was actually working in the video game industry. I was doing a lot of video game stuff, working video game industry for like, 10 years? A long time. Over 10 years. Yeah, like over 10 years. And, it was grueling, you know, it wasn't everything I hoped it would be. So I'm glad to have moved from there to here. Maybe I would have, I don't know, maybe if I didn't do this, maybe I'd continue down the video game industry. I'd be in like upper management right now, maybe a director, producer, who knows. Hopefully. Maybe I would have been laid off like everybody else, jeez. Let's see, Ashley asks, if you could change one thing from your past, what would it be? Oh, wow. Just one thing? I would have been better with money. I'm not very good with money. You know, maybe I would have made sure that young me was educated better in how to handle money. I feel like that would have made a lot of things better. Maybe I would have tried this YouTube thing a little sooner. I think it would have been cool to like be, you know, one of the first audio people on the scene. Yeah, probably that. Sophie Grace asks, I'm looking for some films to watch over the summer. Do you have any recommendations? Or are you more of a TV show type of person? Ah, Sophie Grace. The best question you could have possibly asked the nerd is what to watch or like what to play. I'm nothing but like condensed media. I love so many shows. Okay, so what to watch right now? So you're talking about films to watch over the summer. Okay. I'll try and keep this list limited, okay? A classic film, which is to say something made before the year 2000 that is really good, that you need to see. Tombstone is really good. But let's do one of each category, shall we? Comedy. I like Step Brothers. It's my favorite comedy, probably. It's really dumb and stupid. Action. My favorite action movie is, I guess, Lord of the Rings. You know, does that series count? Favorite, or maybe Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you haven't watched that yet, that's great too. Romance. I really love. What's the name of that movie? I love it so much, but I can't think of the name. It's like Love Everywhere or Love something. Love Actually. Love's really good. Love Actually is really good. Moulin Rouge is really good. Some other films to see. RRR is huge. RRR is amazing. As for shows, I just finished Shogun. That was great. The Bear is my favorite show of all time. Breaking Bad is close up behind it. Cartoons, if you like cartoons, Steven Universe, Over the Garden Wall. Most of Adventure Time is pretty good. Anime, I love Gurren Lagann. Chobits is a good one. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Our Love Story. I forget what the name in Japanese is, but that's another good one too. Anyways, yeah, I can go on for days. I love so many shows and movies and stuff. Florence Barameda, hello. Barameda. Oh my god, it's been a while, Card. Then I'm 17 or 18 when I started following you. Wow, thank you for being here. Jasmine Corbishley. Hey, Jazz. Thanks for being here. On to the next question. We've got Karina asking, hi, JC. I hope things are going well for you. Thank you, Karina. My question is, do you think you'll open commissions in the near future? I love the commission you did for me last year out of one of my series, and I would love an addition to it. No pressure, though, just curious. Well, Karina, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to, but I'd also be lying if I said that all of my old commissions are done. Yeah, I went through a pretty shit last couple of months. I've been fixing stuff up and getting stuff in order. I have not finished all of my commissions from the last time I opened it, so I'm still working on that. I've got some scripts written, I just need to record them, so forth and so on. I'm working on it. So whenever I do finish up commissions, I might give myself a little breather, then open them back up. And as soon as I do, I'd be happy to do another one for you. Also, I plan to hopefully start doing your audios, all those scripts you've written me soon, because you've written so many. Let's see, we got a question from V. Hey V, I see you there in chat. V says, hey JC, hope you're doing good today. Thank you. I am. V says, do you ever experience burnout? If so, how do you usually remedy it? If not, how do you prevent yourself from getting burnt out? Yeah, I definitely get burnt out. Usually my burnout will take the form of I'll bury myself in a game and I'll willingly ignore my many responsibilities and just play the game or watch the show. And basically I'll just veg out and just check out for a while, and then something will come along and it'll give me another burst of motivation, and I'll get back to it. Lately, I've been doing really good. We did Perfect April, which is to say, I just met my bare minimum requirements to all my Patreon community and also all my upload responsibilities here on YouTube. And we're doing really great here in May. We're even doing more than usual in May. So I think I'm in a really good spot right now. But yeah, burnout comes and goes, and that's fine. You just got to let yourself burn out and just, forgive yourself, be kind to yourself, know that it won't be forever, and just be ready to get back to it for when you're ready to get back to it. Let's see. We got a question from Jace. Jace says, if YouTube hadn't worked out, nor Twitch, which job would you have taken? P.S. Glad you like the shark drawing. Yeah, thank you for the shark drawing over on the... and then JC said Discord server. That was really appreciated. If YouTube or Twitch didn't work out, I often think about what I'd like to do in the future. If I could retire with a lot of money, I'd love to open like a gaming store. Not like selling video games, but like a place where people can play board games and play D&D and stuff and hang out and play Magic the Gathering or whatever. But if not, I also think it might be cool to do something with my hands, like work in a pizzeria or work in a bakery, something like that. I think that'd be cool too. Maybe I'll do both, a gaming store with a bakery in it. Let's see, Fatima, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, says, have you watched the show Baby Reindeer yet, and how do you feel about it? Ooh, that's a good question. To be honest, I avoided that show for a while because, I was a little scared of it. It's one of my fears, to be honest, a fan who becomes too much, who becomes overbearing. It's something that I've really guarded myself against, and guarded my family against. That's why I'm really private, that's why I don't do face reveal. That's why I don't really talk about my personal life too often. But I watched it, and it was a great show. A little, tense and scary, and got me thinking a lot about me and my community. But honestly, I also thought, I'm lucky enough that my community's been really caring and really kind and loving, and no one's really put themselves in that role. No one's really forced themselves into my life like happened in Baby Reindeer. So I'm glad. I'm glad the Cardigans are not like that. And if you are like that and you're somewhere out there watching this, thank you for not not doing anything about it, because that would really freak me the fuck out, to be honest. Scorpio is here. What up, Scorpio? Scorpio says a game castle with a pizzeria is a great idea, actually. Yeah, game castle is awesome. I haven't been there in a while, but I used to go to the one down in San Jose. Let's see. We got a question from Ella. Sorry, just dusting off my glasses here. Ella says, how's life going so far? You know what, Ella? It's been really good lately. I moved recently. I used to live in a place with my kid, who is in their 20s, and my mother, who is bedridden and needs constant care. And we recently moved apart, all of us. My kid lives in a big city, my mother lives in a home, and I moved out to this tiny little place by myself. And it was for the best. We all needed to kind of branch out and do our own thing. And it was scary, and it was a growing, it was a process. There's a bunch of growing pains, but I'm getting settled into the new place, and I'm really digging it. Yeah. Leander's Angel, here we go. Every time there's somebody who didn't know that I have a kid. Yep, I do in fact have a kid, and they might be older than you. Leander's Angel says in their 20s. How old are you? Okay, now keep in mind, I am not Cardlin Audio, right? Cardlin is the character in your videos. He's the character in the audios. Cardlin is whatever age you want him to be. He looks however you want him to look like, and he's your dream boyfriend. Cardlin is amazing. And I am JC. I'm the voice actor behind Cardlin Audio, and I'm 40 years old. I'm 40 years old. And I say my kid, which sounds weird, I know. My child, my offspring. It's because they are non-binary. I used to say my son, now I say my kid. And they are in their early 20s. So yeah, I am 40. Let's watch this subscriber count drop. But, again, I'm not Cardlin. Cardlin is the character, and Cardlin is whoever. You know, I am JC. I'm the voice actor. So, yeah. Jimin says they're already in their 20s. Time flies. Yeah, crazy, right? Jennifer Black says, still a baby. I'm older than you. I outrank you. Okay. Sorry, big sis. My bad. Cass says we stand supportive parents. Oh, thank you, Cass. We do. All right, let's get back to this. Let's see. Pidge asks, what are your current fandoms you're into right now? Any long-standers, any new ones? Yeah, you know, I've been really into Shogun. I recently watched that. That was a lot of fun. I've been really into The Bear. I'm still into The Bear. I started watching Avatar live action. I don't hate it as much as the universe seems to hate it. I'm always into just all nerd things, really. Star Wars, Legend of Zelda, Mario, just any kind of video gaming news. I'm kind of into everything, but I wouldn't say that I'm like deep into many things, you know? I'm kind of hip deep in a lot of things, but I don't think I'm like all the way to my neck in anything. Scorpio says, yo, I just finished Shogun. I've been watching with my colleagues. Nice. All right. Thank you very much for that question, Pidge. Julia asks, what is your favorite type of audio to record and why? I like doing audios that really push me that really push my acting, you know? So like really aggressive, spicy ones, or like really spooky horror yandere ones. I also like recording audios that are really comforting and really hit home and really deliver a nice, sweet message. And knowing that people will find comfort from that, that's a really fulfilling way. So the actual act of recording, it's fun to do wacky, zany voices and stuff, you know? It's fun to really be pushed in terms of voice acting. But in terms of the result and knowing just how much comfort audios can mean to people, though, that's really fulfilling in a different way. So I hope those two answers work for your question. Thank you, Julia. Next up is Violet. Violet asks, is it fun to do what you do? And how did you get into doing ASMR? Well, Violet, thanks for asking that. It is fun to do what I do. You know, it can be... I mean, it's not really a lot of work. It's just that I am a really lazy person, personally. So it can be a lot of work for me. I find that I'm usually low energy, so doing even this little bit of stuff that I do can turns out to be a lot sometimes. But it is fun. It's very fulfilling, and I've met a lot of really cool people through it, so that's really nice. How did I get into doing ASMR? Well, I found people doing it on Reddit, because I was thirsty. And I was like, maybe I can do this but not thirsty. And then I did that for a while, and then I was like, maybe I'll try the thirsty stuff. So I tried that, and people seemed to like it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this show on the road, try and make a YouTube channel out of it. And that's how it all began. You know, it started off as a hobby, then I started doing a thing that I did a lot. It kind of became a side job, and then eventually it started making money. And when it made as much money as my current job, or as my job then at the time, I quit and decided to do this full time. Isabel says, how old are you? And Ree says, as old as time itself. It's true. It's true. Jimin asks, how are you? How is life? Thank you for asking. I'm doing good. Life is doing great. Give me a second. I'm going to take a little drink here. Y'all drinking? Y'all staying hydrated? Y'all stretching? Y'all snail? You shrimped up? Don't shrimp up, okay? Stretch your back. Sit upright. Edge says, I was shocked when you mentioned your age. Yeah, people usually are. But I like it, you know? I'm over the whole, oh my god, you're so old thing. I kind of like it. I don't know. I don't know. It's a fucked up time. It's a good time to be my age. Corey says you don't sound that old, to be honest. Well, maybe yeah. Maybe what Florence said, 40 ain't old, and maybe people my age don't sound old. You know. Let's see. Xochitl. Sochi asks, how's your move? Also want to check in and ask how are you feeling after the transition to a new place. The move went great. The place is coming together. I'd say it's about 90% done. I just need to do a couple more things. Malone Brown has been face down in the corner for a while now. I need to sit him upright and find him a new perch. Need to set up the air conditioning. It's starting to get hot. But yeah, the transition's been going well and life's been good. Thanks for asking. Let me... Why is this like this? There we go. Thank you very much for that, Sochi. Lane asks, how did you come up with the name Cardlin? And quick bonus question, how did you end up with a bear persona? Cardlin is just a name I came up with when I used to roleplay. I used to write about my characters a lot. I used to roleplay in forums and chat rooms and stuff, back when chat rooms were a thing. And, Jesus. And, as for the bear persona, that's something I kind of just grew up with, California state, California flag's got a bear on it. I played World of Warcraft for a long time where I played a bear. People referred to me as a bear. It's nice. I like the bear. They're big, they're round, they're strong, they're scary, but they're also soft and cute, which I like to try and embody. Let's see. Oh my god. Leander's Angel with the classic 2015 meme saying, you like jazz. Jesus, Leanders, come on. Nika asks, can you make an audio for thinner listeners? So here's a good one. This is a good question. Thank you very much for asking this, Nika. Now, I'm always being asked, can you make an audio for this? Can you make an audio for that? Can you do this type of audio? Hey, Carlin, I love what you're doing. I'm in this bad situation. Can you please make an audio for it? One thing I wish I could get the community to understand is I don't choose what audios I do. I choose what scripts I perform. So if I get a script for a situation that matches yours, I'd be happy to do it. I'm happy to do most scripts, but I myself don't write scripts often. I've maybe written, well, lately I've been doing commissions, so I've been writing some scripts, but I'd say 99% of the audios I've done are not written by me. So if you want to write a script about a topic that is important to you, you want to send it in, please do. You'll see my mods are posting the email addresses you can send them to now. I've also made a couple of videos about how to write scripts. And in the description of those videos, you can see samples of other scripts to see what a script looks like. So you're welcome to write a script, but in terms of doing a script for a specific scenario, like you're asking, I can't. I don't write scripts. So write a script. Corey Mint says, what scripts had you write? I think you're asking what scripts have I written. Every video I put out has the name of the writer of the script on the screen. Or if not on the screen, then at least in the description. So you can always see who wrote a script. And you'll see it's not me most of the time. These are scripts that are written by the community, submitted by the community, and then I perform them. I showcase them on my channel, but I don't write scripts. So if you'd like to see a video on a specific topic, well, try writing it. Janice asks, what's your favorite song? Oh, of all time? That's tough. Currently, it's Michiteoku by Fujikaze. It's also known as Overflowing. I was stuck on that Billie Eilish song, What Was I Made For a long time. I love his theme from the Undertale soundtrack, but if I have to say favorite song of all time, it would probably be Aroarian Dance by Nujabes. I feel like I'm maybe not be as cool as I want to be, but if I was as cool as I hoped I was, that would be the soundtrack to my life. Aruarian Dance. Let's see. Well Shit has a long one. Let's see what Well Shit has to say. Well Shit says, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing so well. Oh, thank you. First of all, Jesus, I butchered this. Let's try this again. Well Shit says, I hope you're doing so well, first of all. Thank you. Secondly, do you ever find yourself slightly paranoid that people who don't know you make ASMR audios will recognize your voice from your amazing content? I think I'd throw a few side eyes a couple times a day. Much love. Thanks for that, Well Shit. Honestly, no. I don't think people would recognize me in real life. It hasn't happened yet, and I don't think it ever will. So, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of disconnect between real life and the audio world. I feel like, you know what it is? I've had a couple of people send me videos to be like, I know you're this person. Like, you sound exactly the same as them. I know you're them. And I'll watch the video and it doesn't sound anything like me, even in the slightest. So I'll be like, oh, okay. I think people kind of project their own image onto what they hear, you know? So I might have been paranoid about it at first, but over the years, it super fell away, and I'm not scared about it at all. No one will ever recognize me in real life, so I'm cool with that. Let's see, Melody asks, where did you get the idea for this year's April Fool's Day vid? It was way too funny to hear you call yourself daddy. Well, Melody, that was actually all Ree. Ree wrote the script. It was Ree's idea, I believe, right, Ree? And yeah, they nailed it. They took the idea and absolutely nailed it. So yeah, big shout out to Ree. Ella asks, what would you say to your younger self? Be better about your money, kid. Like, really take care of that shit. Also, these are next week's lottery numbers. I don't know, something like that. Or, I don't know, I guess if we're not... I always go to money because I'm always fucking tripping and stressing about that shit. But I guess if we were to go to something more genuine... wow. I guess I'd say... It's gonna seem fucked for a bit, but you're gonna be okay. Yeah. I wish I could have worried less, knowing how everything turned out all right in the end. Yeah. Thank you for that, Ella. Denise also goes by... what? I need to know. This is a mystery. Hold on a second. Also goes by Den. Okay, what up, Den? Den asks, okay, these some basics, some foundational questions. What's your favorite animal? I'll give you one guess, Den. I'll give you one guess what my favorite animal is. And then what's your favorite color? I've always been partial to green and like earth tones. So yeah. Becca says, hi Cardlin, what's your favorite color? All right, well, hopefully you and Denise can collaborate on that one. Let's see, Belgian has 2 questions. Oh, it's the same question posted twice. Okay, Belgian asks, how do you describe yourself in 3 words? Okay. I have to remember I'm trying to be Cardlin right now. I'm trying to be PG. I'm trying to be uplifting. So I'm going to try and, jump over the very easy, crude, self-deprecating answers, and I'll try and be genuine. I'll try and give this one a genuine shot, Belgian. You were the first one in chat today, besides Twilight, so I'll do my best to try and give this a genuine answer. Okay, 3 words. Brave? God, I want to beat the shit out of myself for just calling myself brave. But, none of my friends would drop everything that they're doing to start a YouTube channel. None of my friends would drop their whole career to go move across the country to go live with their kid as they're growing up. None of my friends would drop everything they're doing to move to a different city to try a new career. You know, like I've been told that. God, I feel so shitty calling myself brave. God, this is a horrible feeling. But yeah, I guess I wanted to say crazy, but I guess I was trying to think of like a more concise word. So yeah, maybe naive is a better way to put it. Naive. Brave, optimistic, maybe to a fault, and Filipino American. Can I use that? Yeah, those are my three. Wow, getting weirdly introspective here. All right, Nika is back, and they have another question saying, I was wondering if you could make a story about a single mom finding love and make it like the 3-part series or more. All right, Nika, you heard my answer from earlier. Hopefully that helps. Ree says brave, kind, generous. Jennifer says brave, kind, resilient. Kind, huh? I'm kind? That's kind. That's interesting. Scorpio says brave and optimistic. You might be Link, bro. Where's my Zelda then? Rory asks, was this kind of work a goal of yours, or did pursuit of voice acting or even something else lead you here? Yeah, you know, I've always kind of wanted to be a voice actor, even though I was working in the video game industry. I always thought voice acting would be cool. When I started doing these audios that I found on Reddit, I was thinking that, oh, cool, I'll build up a library of work that I can then use as kind of a portfolio should I eventually try voice acting. And as I started doing more and more audio stuff and building more and more of a library and seeing the community grow around it and seeing the comments and seeing the people in the community become friends with each other and like they themselves kind of building their own communities, I'm realized that I think I actually prefer what I do to voice acting. Voice acting, I'm saying somebody else's words for their character, for their show, and that's great. But what I'm doing is, I don't know, it feels really fulfilling to do what I do, and I'm really grateful to do it. And it's really cool to see the community that blossoms around it. So I really have a bit of a dream job. Resourceful, persistent, inventive. Okay. Simply JC says, just genuinely out of curiosity, do you use Canva for thumbnails? Absolutely. Every time. Well, not every time. I didn't always do the thumbnails, but yeah. We have Crystal doing our thumbnails now. They use Canva, and I used Canva for years, and my team used Canva for years. There was a period where it wasn't Crystal, and I was something else, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yes, for the most part, I use Canva. Let's see. We did Rory's. Leah has a question. Leah says, hello. First off, I absolutely adore your audios, and you've honestly gotten me through so much. If you're comfortable answering, do you see yourself continuing ASMR in the future? Yeah. You know, I do. I'd love to. I'd love to continue doing this as long as I can. You know, people are already freaking out that I'm 40. I can't imagine how they'll react when I'm 50. But I'd love to keep doing this for as long as I can. I'd love to keep being Cardlin for people. I know what Cardlin means to people because I know how much he meant for me and how much growing up I wish I had a Cardlin. And I know there's people in the community who come and go. You know, not everybody stays. And that's fine, you know. There's EJ, here we go. Every time. Okay. But, you know, I like doing what I do. I like how it helps people. I like how it reaches people. I like seeing what it does for the community. And I hope to continue doing that for as long as possible. This or something like this, at least. Let's see. Blossom asks, can you start making videos on mental health more? Because I think would really help, as my mental health isn't great. Okay. I don't want to read all that. It gets a little dark, but yeah, Blossom, I love doing audios on mental health and helping people. As I stated earlier, I don't really write the audios. I don't really choose what I do. I just choose from the scripts that are sent in. So, yeah, if you'd like to see more like that, then hopefully you can write stuff like that and send it in. That'd be really nice. Star Dazzling is up next, and they say, besides being a content creator, what else do you do, and what's your day-to-day look like? All right, so creating content on both YouTube and Twitch is a lot of what I do, and planning stuff around that, you know, not just the actual content creation, but all the other stuff that goes around it, like social media and planning and, you know, thinking up new stuff and setting things up and all that. There's a lot that goes into it. Other than that, I mean, I'm a dad, I'm an uncle, I'm a very enthusiastic video game fan. I keep up on news and media. I like gaming. Yeah, you know, it's weird. I feel like I don't do a lot, but also I find my days are full. And yeah, so I guess that's that. I'm not really a very exciting person, but I've, you know, found a good balance and rhythm to my life that I dig. Let's see, Missy Brownie says, hi Cardlin, what is your favorite color? Hey Missy Brownie, I said this earlier, but it's green. I tend to like green and earth tones, kinda, you know, but yeah. Mia asks, do you watch anime? If so, what's your fave? I love watching anime. I haven't been watching a lot recently. There's like a few animes that have really changed my life. Like Gurren Lagann is one of my favorite animes of all time. Ore Monogatari, aka Our Love Story, is another amazing one. But I found that recently, I don't know, I haven't really been finding any anime that really grabbed me like they used to. Either I outgrew the genre, or I just haven't found anything that really has stuck with me. But, you know, I'm still watching. I watch Spy X Family and Delicious in Dungeon with a friend. I like those series. I watched all of Frieren, which is also recent. But, you know, I'm not super duper into them. Delicious in Dungeon is amazing. But, yeah, the other stuff, it's just alright. Let's see. Ash asks, what's your favorite type of pizza? Well, that's a fun question. And just because I know this is bound to come up as a follow-up question, I'm not a big fan of pineapples on pizza. And I'm sorry if that hurts you, but I personally do not like pineapple on my pizza. I like, you know, like okay, if I was given like 3 toppings, I'd choose sausage, mushrooms, maybe tomatoes. Yeah. Star Dazzling asks, have you watched Attack on Titan? Yeah, I did. I watched every single episode, actually. Not a huge fan, to be honest, even though I watched it all. I think it got kind of weird, and I don't know. I liked it better when it was just, these scary giant titans are chasing us. What a crazy mystery. As it started to unfold and become political and about ideologies, I don't know. I wasn't super into it. I kind of don't really need all that from anime. Let's see. Lydia says, what's your favorite book series? I'm looking for some recommendations. There's few book series I've read all the way through. Mistborn is decent. I'm not a huge fan of Brandon Sanderson, but he's all right. You know, the first few books of The Wheel of Time and also the Song of Ice and Fire series are great, but they kind of peter off. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really, I mean, I don't know if this counts, but the Scott Pilgrim graphic novel series is amazing. That's a 6-parter, and I really love that. I'd check that out. Let's see, what do we got next? How long have we been going? Oh, not quite an hour. Okay, at an hour, we'll take a break. We'll take a little break at an hour. For now, a couple more questions. Let's see. Apricot, hello Apricot, says, hi. As a guy doing straight audios when you aren't, Do you still enjoy the plot? Do they sexually do anything for you? Am I not straight? Hold on. As a guy doing straight audios when you aren't, do you still enjoy the plot? Do they sexually do anything for you? Well, that's built under that question is asked under the presumption that I'm not straight, which I am. But that having been said, I've done M for M audios before. I've done M for A audios before. The audios themselves, yeah, sometimes I really dig the scenario and it really entices me in a way. But I don't, it's work. I'm recording audio for work. So, yeah, I get into it sometimes, but, yeah. Do y'all think I'm gay? Is that an assumption? Is that something I've stated before? I'm not, I'm very straight, okay? It's just fine that people, I guess I can totally see why some people would assume that, but yeah, no, I myself personally am straight. Let's see. Thank you, Apricot. Corey asks, what video was the hardest to make and how? The videos that are hardest to make are ones that require some extra work on the back end. Like, we did one recently, or not recently, but a couple of years ago, about making a parol, which is a Filipino Christmas decoration. And that required a lot of images to be put on the screen to kind of show how to make one. We did like a kind of like how-to thing on how to make a parol, and that one was physically labor intensive because I had to do a lot. Apricot Bro says, that's weird. In a live months ago, you literally said you were gay and I was shocked. Oh, I'm not. Val Dancing Angel says, to be honest, I was under the impression that you were pan, but this is why we don't assume, I guess. Oh, okay. Cool. I don't know. If anything, I would say I'm more, I don't know. I'm straight, I think. But like it's a spectrum, right? Like no one is just all one thing. Everybody's got a little bit of something. So I would say in the great spectrum of things, I'm mostly straight, maybe leaning arrow ace, but that might also just be because I got out of an 8-year relationship and I don't really want to think about anything romantic. So it might be something to do with that. Yeah. Let's see. Next question is from Val, who says, have you done an audio for travel anxiety, specifically airplane travel, TSA, boarding, takeoff, and heights? Yeah, specifically that, actually. I've done an audio specifically about that. Let's see. Shezilla says, why is your mascot a bear? I like bears. Simple as that. I think like a bear kind of represents me, Duck Mom says, I'm open to what love has to offer when I'm ready to get out there again. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, Duck Mom. Midnight Blue says, I've never considered your sexual orientation because it doesn't matter. You're just you. Thank you, Midnight Blue. Apricot Bro says, so sorry, wasn't trying to assume. I thought you said that you were. It's all good. No worries. Atlas says, just recently got back into ASMR audios and I always end up coming back to your audios. Love them always. Thank you, Atlas. That's really nice of you. Ms. B says, how much of this live have I missed? We started 55 minutes ago. Yeah. Let's see. If you have any questions, I've got a form pinned in the chat. Feel free to ask your questions there. I'm trying to make sure I get to everybody's. Where did we leave off? So we were at, why is your mascot a bear? Corey asks, what was your drama work if you aren't... Corey says, what was your drama work if you wasn't RVC YouTuber? I would probably still be working in video games, Corey, or maybe doing something entirely different. Who knows? But most likely still in video games. That's where a lot of my friends are. Nika asks, have you noticed a change in your content, specifically the themes of your content over the years? If so, what did you notice changed? I do a lot more different types of audios nowadays. You know, I'm trying to do more stuff like drama, romance, yandere. But I don't know, it's kind of been the same since forever, you know? Have I noticed any difference in the themes? Oh, I mean, there's things that used to be allowed on certain platforms but are no longer allowed. Like CNC. I'm not going to go too deep into detail on what that is because this is a YouTube stream, but CNC is something that used to be allowed and is no longer allowed. Stuff like that. You know, there's certain audios that I've had to take down over the years because, you know, the goalposts move as we live life, and that's normal and that's natural and that's fine. But I don't know, as in terms of an overall theme change, no, not really. I feel like I'm still doing the same kind of audios I've been doing since day one, to be honest. And that's a good thing. I like that. Let's see. That was from Mika. Moon asks, I'm going into college in a few months. Any advice? Yeah, don't. I mean, personally, I'm anti-college, but, you know, if you're going to go, I say focus on your career, focus on your education. Try not to get too distracted by all the social stuff and everything else on the side, because that's not what you're there for. You're paying an exorbitant amount of money, a huge amount of money to get that education. So get your money's worth and really, you know, put into it as much as you are putting into it, because you want to get out of it as much as you're putting into it. So dig into the education side of it. Don't worry too much about all the other stuff. It's a big distraction and can be a huge waste of money if you don't do it right. So good luck. Let's see. We've got Denise, aka Den, asking what's my favorite anime. Cool. I think I already answered that one earlier. Corey says, do you want to work with other VC YouTubers? And if you want, then why? Sure. I'm always down to collab with other people. I've been burned in the past by working with people who ended up being not so great. So I'm a lot more protective about that kind of stuff nowadays. But I am always down to work with new people, so long as they don't end up turning out to be, you know, whatever. I'm just, you know, at the end of the day, I do want to work with people, but more importantly, I want to work. So I don't want to work with anybody who's like controversial or going to get me in trouble or anything like that. Let's see. Jasmine Corbishley. Hello, Jasmine. Jasmine Corbishley asks, will you ever do reverse comfort audios? I've done some audios like with in the form of like an abusive boyfriend or something, where the goal is to kind of open people's eyes to maybe realizing that they're in an abusive relationship or that the way they're being treated isn't great. But at the core, I'm down with making people laugh, but I don't want to, one, make a mockery too much of what I do, unless on special occasions like April Fool's Day is a joke. I don't want to make light of the thought of helping people or anything like that. And I don't want people to... It's not that I don't want people to walk away feeling sad or anything, but I don't want anyone to walk away feeling hated or with truly negative emotions, you know? I'm okay with people feeling sad. I think being sad is okay, but I don't want anyone to walk away with really ugly emotions. As for doing reverse comfort audios, like boyfriend falls down a flight of stairs, stuff like that, I don't know. I'm not really into it. Kind of making a mockery of the genre. It's just not my thing. I don't know. I'm just not into it. All right, we are 1 hour into our Q&A. We've still got a lot of questions left. If you have any questions you want to ask, by the way, feel free to put them in the form. When we're all done with questions, I'll hang out with chat for a bit and then we'll close it up. But for now, we're going to take ourselves a quick 5-minute break. So you do me a favor and sit tight, okay? I realize I do not have a BRB screen. So what are we going to do about that? Maybe we'll just... I think I'm going to do this. So we're going to BRB in 5 minutes, okay? I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to leave y'all down there. Maybe... Yeah, we'll just leave y'all... No, let's get rid of you too. Then we'll put some kind of text on the screen that says BRB in 5 minutes. All right, I'm gonna be right back. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you so much for waiting. Thanks for letting me give me that little break. We are back to questions. Once again, if you have a question, please do me a favor, put it in the form that is pinned to the chat. It's really easy. Just 2 questions. What's your name? What's your question? And I don't take your information or anything. It's just a good way to keep track and make sure I get to everybody's question. So if you got a question, don't put it in chat, put it in the form. Big appreciate to everybody for hanging out. I hope you're all having a good time. I am. I think this is a nice chill vibe, and I think it's really cool being able to hang out with y'all. Yo, Haraya! Wowie.
Thank you so much.
Exactly that, Haraya. Thank you so much for 38 months. My God. Big appreciations, Haraya. Thank you for that. All right, where were we? Let's see. We were at reverse audios. Jace. Jace has a question, which is, what is the best horror movie in your opinion? Also, how are you in general? Best horror movie ever. Wow. I'll tell you some of my favorites. Interview with the Devil was recently. That was great. Midsommar was good. Hereditary was really good. Tucker and Dale versus Evil, if you can count that as a horror movie. I have to say my favorite horror movie of all time, and some are going to argue that this doesn't count. I don't care. My favorite, personally, is Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is amazing. Check that out. It is amazing, and I highly recommend it. J. Adams/Nika asks, I'm a musical theater nerd. Do you like musicals? If so, what ones do you recommend for me to watch? P.S. I love anything musical related. That's awesome. I love musicals as well. You know that I went to theaters. There's 3 times now that I've started watching a movie and I didn't know that it was a musical, and I got surprised as it began, people started singing. It was La La Land, The Greatest Showman, and the recent Mean Girls remake. I was not expecting them to be musicals, but I was very hyped about it. That having been said, my favorite musical, I haven't actually seen it on stage, which is a bummer. But I love the Book of Mormon. Some other favorites are Moulin Rouge, La La Land, Waitress. Les Mis was nice. I know I'm not saying the one everyone's expecting me to say, and I'm not saying it specifically for a reason. I wasn't a huge fan of Hamilton. Let's see. Next up, what do we got here? From Crimson Ave. Crimson says, what inspired you to become a VA? P.S. Love your videos. They inspired me a lot to become a writer. That's cool. Nice. Good for you, Crimson. What inspired me to become a VA? I just saw other people doing it and thought I'd give it a try. I don't know that what I'm doing is exactly traditional voice actor work, but I like doing what I do, and I certainly don't ever want to do it. I certainly don't want to do much anything else. I really dig my job. Let's see. Well, Shit asks, hiya, hope you're well. You're such a fluid and eloquent speaker. Do you consciously do exercises that help you avoid saying like or stutter? My brain moves too quickly from my mouth, so I tend to stutter and stumble over my words quite a bit. Amazing content, by the way. Yeah, definitely, Well Shit. It's a cool name, by the way. Yeah, I actively try and not say words like and too much. I mean, I still do it. Obviously, I did it twice so far while responding to you. But I try and... if I don't find the right word, I'll try and just pause and not say anything. Because I feel like not saying anything is better than stuttering or stumbling or saying or and just try and take my time with it, think about what I really want to say. A lot of times, speaking in groups, we get used to trying to speak fast and hard to try and get our point across. But it's not really necessary. That having been said, when I'm doing audios, I try and put in some little idioms and little sounds and noises to help make it sound more natural. because I feel like as much as we shouldn't be saying things like and ah, we do, and it's kind of part of sounding natural. Corey asks, "Hi, I really hope you have a nice day. Here is my question. Do you see anime and read manga?" Corey, I feel like you've asked this question multiple times already. I do watch anime. I don't often read manga. I am reading My Hero Academia manga. I might have quit though, because I'm kind of no longer interested in it. And I do like anime, but I hate anime tropes. So once I see things like they introduce a power level system, you know, things like that, or suddenly they introduce a bunch of new characters and they're having a tournament, anything like that, I like immediately lose interest because I'm super not into tropes and just the next, you know, shonen anime out there. Sorry about that. Give me a second here. Oop, give me 1 second. I gotta check something. I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see. I hope that answered your question, Corey. Jennifer asks, any plans to do audios of other already established characters like you did for the Phantom of the Opera? Yeah, sure. You know, I'm always down to do audios of existing characters. Like I think I did certain other existing characters before. Like I did one as Kylo Ren, I believe. I'm always down. You know, it's just a matter of what scripts I get and whether I'm into it and whether I feel like it'd be relevant. But yeah, I'm always down to do a fun script regardless of who the characters are. Let's see, Florence or Therese, whatever is easier to say. Okay, I like both of your names, Florence or Therese, so I'll use both. They ask, I'm thinking of getting into voice work and stuff. What would your advice be to fully immerse into scene and to avoid sounding flat? I think a lot of it is getting out of your own head. You know, I think if I have a superpower, it's that I can just not give a fuck what I think or what anybody else thinks. Just don't worry about how silly you sound. Don't worry about what people might think. Don't worry about how you look. Don't worry about what faces you might be making as you're trying to do voices. Don't worry about what people might think if they were in the room. Don't think about how embarrassing it might be. Just do it. Just dive into it. Just put all that aside. Because all that is just ego, right? That's just your own sense of ego, even if it is a negative ego. It's yourself. So you want to take yourself out of it and then just dive into it and let the character just live. Yeah. Let's see. We got JC asking, would you consider making a part 2 and then there were 4? That would be up to Ree, who wrote it. I don't think it needs a part 2. You know, I feel like the series, like the main crux of the series was the reveal, and everything beyond this will just be your typical parenting audio, but I don't feel like it needs to be a sequel to that. But I don't know, it's up to Ree. Maybe if they make a sequel and you can find a good reason in the story to make a sequel, you can find some good kind of thing that stays on theme and stays with what the story of that audio was, then yeah, maybe. But off the jump, I don't think it needs one. Ash asks, I don't know if you'll see this, but hi! Random question, but do you like sharks or dinos? Not particularly. Or Zelda, or like video games or stuff. I love Zelda and I love video games. Then they make a little squishy face and they say, sorry, this is all over the place, I'm kind of nervous. Ah! Then they make another face. There's several faces and emotes in this. P.S. I really like your videos. Really is spelled R-L-L-Y. Your is spelled U-R. And they help a lot, and I hope you're doing good. Thank you, Ash. It's very sweet of you. You're very sweet. You're very nice. I appreciate you, Ash. Thank you for being here. Tara asks, what's the cutest story you have of your fur baby? I actually don't have a cat. My kid has a cat, and I used to live with my kid, so I used to live with a cat. But I myself don't personally have one. The cutest story I have is... they used to always do this thing where like they'd come over and they'd just sleep right next to me. They were always... You know, what would often happen is they'd come over to me and I get too much, you know, like I just love them, they're so cute, and I get so excited, and often that would scare them away. But when I'd be chill, they'd love to just come up next to me and then just sleep right next to me, just kind of pressed up against me, and just sleep right there, and I could like gently pet them and do my best to hold back my, you know, wanting to just squeeze the crap out of them. But yeah, cutest story... Nothing immediately comes to mind, but I do remember there was a time when she was sitting in the corner, looking directly at the corner, and it was there for like a very long time. I don't know what that was about, but she was sitting in the corner, facing the corner like the fucking Blair Witch. I don't know if that's cute, but it certainly is memorable. Ariana asks, if you could take 3 things with you on a deserted island, what would they be? Ooh. I assume I don't have Wi-Fi, so having my phone is pointless. I'm assuming I don't have a charger, so having any kind of electronics is pointless. So assuming I can't have electronics or electricity, I mean, realistically, I'd get like, you know, a fully loaded Kindle with a solar charger and oh my god, I would die so fast on an island. I guess... I don't know, like a little... I don't know, like a big wheel? Remember the big wheels? I'd have a big wheel and I'd use it around the island. Vanna asks, what has been your favorite series you've done, or like playlist or whatever? I really like my spicy series, Saved from the Steak. That one's a favorite of mine. I also like She Silences My Demons. That's a really good series I like. I'm a huge fan of, you know, the My Servant, My Savior series, which is still ongoing. Hoping to close that sometime this year if we get time to it. But yeah, those are my favorites. Tara asks, what is something that never fails to make you happy? Pictures of fat, round animals. Like animals that are like fatter than they should be. like a round cat flopped on his back with his like legs sticking up, just like, oh, just like, you know, oh. Or like a bear ready for hibernation, just like too big for how much a bear should be. I love that stuff. I can't get enough of it. Thank you for that question, Tara. Jennifer says, do you have any rules for your scripts? Like words you don't like saying or subjects you won't do? Aside from obvious things like non-consensual. Yeah, so aside from things that I'm not allowed to do, obviously. Rules are... I don't like to be the father of the listener if the listener is a child. If the listener is a minor, I don't like being the father of the listener. I'm not a huge fan of vampires in general. They can be written well. You know, we have the Man in the Mountain series. And I do think that vampires are great when done well. I don't think they're often done well. And I don't often like doing audios where the listener is not being treated correctly. Oh yeah, Twilight brings up a good one. There was an old trope where the speaker, Cardlin, would make a joke and the listener would hit them because the joke was corny or cheesy. And that's kind of cute, but it's also kind of abusive and not very nice. So don't do that. We don't like doing that anymore. Like, I'm sure you've heard it in audio. Cardin will say some kind of cheesy line or make some kind of cheesy joke, and then they'll be like, ow, ow, hey, I was just kidding, ow, hey. You know, like, that's cute in like a 90s sitcom kind of way, but it's also kind of abusive and not very great, so we try not to do that anymore. Let's see, what else do we have? JC asks, do you use Canva for thumbnails? I personally do, and I love it. We do. Val asks, what's the most hilarious thing that's ever happened to you? Oh. Most hilarious thing that's ever happened to me, ever? I don't know, I've laughed so much in my life. I feel like I love comedy and I love finding things to laugh about. The most hilarious thing that's ever happened to me... I don't know. I can't think of any one funny thing. Okay, I remember being a child at an airport. My whole family was there. We were seeing off my grandma, who's going to the Philippines for a visit, and I wasn't familiar with the ideas of visits or vacations. And my grandma was wearing this big red coat, and they were saying, "Okay, JC, come on, it's time to say goodbye to Grandma." And I turn around and I see the big red coat and I'm crying, and I like hug her, so I rush up to her and I mush my face into her coat and I'm crying, and I'm like, "Grandma, don't go, Lola, don't leave." And then I look up, I pull away, and there's this bridge of snot connecting me to the red coat, and it's this big snotty mess on the coat, and I look up and it's some random man wearing a red coat. And I look over and there's my grandma in her red coat, and they're all looking at me. So I run over to her and I do it again, but like, that guy just has a fully snotty coat now because some little Filipino kid ran up and snotted all over his coat. Let's see, what do we got? Sharky asks, if you could have any superpower, what would you have and why? Teleportation would be great. Shape-shifting would be cool. And also, like, creation, like matter creation. Any three of those would be great. All three of those would be amazing, but any three of those would be great. Let's see, Vanna asks, hey Cardlin, I'm Vanna. Hi, Vanna. They say, I'm a huge fan, been listening to you for years. I want to know if I made edits of your videos and tagged you in them on TikTok, would you see the video? If you wouldn't, that's okay. I love your videos super, super much. Have a great day. Yeah, I don't check often, but I do check. I don't often, like, search my own name, you know, but I do check sometimes. And when I do see stuff like that, it's always really cool to see. I should like them, huh? I should probably, whenever I see something like that, I should probably, like, actually like the video so the person knows. I'll do that. I'll make a point to do that. Thanks for reminding me, Vanna. And yeah, I look forward to seeing them. Fantasia asks, hi JC, hope you're having a good day so far. I totally am, Fantasia. I hope you are too. Fantasia says, do you sometimes read the script more than once before recording, or does it just go naturally? Actually, Fantasia, and this is weird, and I don't know that I'd recommend it, but I often don't. I try to not read the script at all beforehand. Maybe sometimes I'll go over the script if it's like, I know it's going to be complex. Maybe I'll do it like once, or maybe I'll try and like know what the general gist or idea of the script is about. But I kind of like reading it as I go. There's this kind of fun energy to it. And sometimes I'll record a line the wrong way. Like, I'll put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllables, if you will. And I'll redo a line here and there. But for the most part, I like reading it on the very first go. I like doing a cold reading. Let's see. Julia asks, hi again. Does this work ever overwhelm you? Do you take days off? I do, definitely. Yeah, look at, like, March. Like, and to be fair, in March I was also moving and I had a lot going on. But yeah, I definitely do take time off, and I try not to because, you know, people pay for this content and I want to make sure they're getting their money's worth. But yeah, I try not to be too hard on myself, and I try to, just let myself take breaks when I need breaks. I think that's a healthy way to do it. Florence and Therese again. It's the same question from before. That's okay. MaxLive22 says, would you consider yourself a furry with your OC being a bear? Nope. Amy asks, any plans to do more karaoke stuff? I really enjoy and miss them. We actually did an impromptu karaoke session last night on the Patreon server. So, yeah, probably not here on YouTube. I probably wouldn't stream them too often because... Definitely not on YouTube because of copyright. Sometimes on Twitch, but, I'm streaming on Twitch under a different name now. I stream as And Then JC Said. So I'll occasionally do karaoke there, but, definitely not here on YouTube. Definitely not here on YouTube. Let's see. Violet asks, do you ever allow people to work with you who are, new to the scene? Or is it strictly to people you know? Just wanted to ask. I'm actually doing a collaboration with someone new to the scene soon. There's somebody who won they won it as a raffle to collab with me. So they actually wrote the script, and we're going to be doing an audio about Filipino-American cuisine and stuff. It's really cool. But usually I try and vet the people I collaborate with. I'm very careful about that now. I've had trouble with it in the past. So, yeah, I do try and at least get to know the person a little bit before I ask them to collab with me. On to the next question. I see the end. The end is in sight. We could very well finish this in the next 30 minutes, I think. Maybe even less. Let's see. So if you have any questions, now's the time to get them in, because I'll be ending when we run out. So you got something burning in the back of your skull, now's the time to ask it on the form that is pinned to the chat. Let's see, what do we got? Val asks, is there a specific state in the US you'd like to travel to? There's a few that I've been interested in. Washington, I've always been fascinated with Seattle, though I guess I've been there before. New York seems nice, and the Houston area of Texas seems really cool. I've always wanted to see Chicago. I heard there's a Filipino restaurant there that has a Michelin star. But otherwise, yeah, I think those are it. I want to go to Vegas again. That'd be nice. Fantasia says, do you have a current favorite genre that you enjoy recording? In terms of just the recording, yeah, recording yandere is always fun for me. But in terms of the outcome of the audio, I really like recording comfort and stuff. Ash asks, also another silly question I just thought of. What aesthetics do you like to wear? I'm gonna pass on that one, Ash, but thanks. Brett says, Sundere audios, pretty please. More a gentle request than a question. I'd be happy to, Brett. I just need more scripts. So if you have any Sundere script ideas, feel free to write them up. Write up the actual script, not just the idea. But feel free to write a script and send it to me. Val says, did you do any after-school activities or hobbies as a kid? What were they? Yeah, stuff like, choir, I had a group of friends. We'd always hang out. We'd play computer networking games like LANs, Dungeons and Dragons. Trying to think what else I did in elementary and middle school. I was in theater, so we'd always be rehearsing and stuff. What else we got? Tay asks, is there any anime characters you relate to or see yourself as? Not really, not fully. There's certainly some I look up to. Takeo Guda from Goda. I don't even know if that's his name, to be honest. It's been so long since I've seen it. From Ori Monogatari. I really look up to them, and I think they're a great role model. Simon from Gurren Lagann is a great role model. I've got 2 figures of Simon on my desk, and I, stare at them all day. They're constant reminders to keep going and to keep pushing myself. Yeah. Let's see. Where were we? Anime characters from Tay. All right, Miss B Twist. Miss B Twist asks, "Hi JC, hope you're doing swell. Thank you. I want to know what you've been listening to as of late. What's been on repeat?" Oh, what's been on repeat? I can't play it now as much as I'd like to, but I've been listening to a lot of Michi Teioku by Fujikaze. That's been on repeat. Listening to a lot of What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish, and Wasurera Naino by Sakan Action, and Leve. I've been listening to a lot of Goddess, and the one where it goes, "It hurts to be something, but I'd rather be nothing with you." That one's good. Oh, ads are about to play. Okay, we'll do one more question, then I'll pause, because apparently ads are going to play, and apparently there's nothing I can do about that. So, let's see. That was the... Val has a question. Trigger warning for food? Trigger warning for food? Trigger warning for food, but do you have a favorite food or restaurant? I'm sorry if you answered this already. I have a short memory. It's all good, Val. I love Filipino food. Jollibee, Chicken Joy. I love Korean fried chicken. When I can treat myself, I love steaks and stuff. Mashed potatoes. Favorite restaurant, I guess Jollibee. All right, ads are gonna play. Enjoy your ads. I'll be right back. Somebody say something when the ads are done. I guess you can't hear me right now. How does that work? Does it immediately jump back to this? Is there a time skip? Or am I just, talking to no one right now, and then later on the ads will come back? You can hear me. Are there ads while you hear me? Oh, you can skip the ad. Okay. Val says, "I wanted to put a trigger warning for food because I know people might be sensitive to that." Well, that's very nice of you. All right, let's see. Val also asks, if you could live in any universe, what would it be? Can be a video game, TV show, movie, etc. If I could live in any universe, what would it be? I get this one a lot. I still haven't found a really good answer. I guess Pokemon would be cool to have a little Pikachu just chilling with me. I really appreciate that. Oh, this is like the Bowser stairway in Super Mario 64. Every time I scroll closer to the end, more questions pop up, which is fine. Feel free to throw in keep asking your questions. It's just funny how more questions keep popping up as the more I scroll. Let's see, Zavi Kiel says, "Hey JC, hope you're doing good today. I'm in the Talktober 2023. In the Talktober 2023, in a video, you talked a bit of Spanish, which got me wondering, how many languages can you talk, or are you interested in?" I'm interested in a lot of languages. I can only speak English and Tagalog, which is Filipino, or one of the Filipino languages. I can't speak Tagalog very well. I can speak it passingly, and I can have basic conversations. I'm interested in Mandarin, Japanese, Spanish. I think it'd be cool to be able to speak, French, German, but I don't speak that many languages, just the 2 that I was given. Thanks for the question. Let's see. Next question is from Anxiety Plush B, but you can just call me B. Thank you, B. Anxiety Plush B asks, for those who want to try making scripts, what kinds of scripts would you love to do more of? And are there any that you wish were more common? Well, because I do comfort audios and spicy audios once a week, I always need more of those. So I can always use more spice and comfort. What I wish people would... you're asking what I wish were more common? I wish people would do audios on the same topic. I feel like there's this weird rule among writers that if a video has been done on the topic before, you can't do it, and I just don't agree with that at all. You know, I feel like people, you know, some of us are having a period every month. Not myself, but some people are having a period every month. So having multiple audios on period comfort makes sense, but I feel like we've only got like one or two. People are getting broken up with all the time, so I feel like we should have more audios than that. You know, I think there should be more, people should be more willing to do scripts on topics that have already been done before, especially ones that happen often to them personally. And yeah, I wish there wasn't this feel of like every script having to be unique or not done before. I think it's, you know, even if a topic has been done before, no one's ever done it the exact way you can. So yeah. And Jimin says, yes, please, more sleep aid audios. Yeah, let's see more sleep aids. Let's see. Sam asks, what got you thinking to do Yandere Cardin audios? I love horror. I've always been a fan of horror, and I love, you know, psychotic characters in games and videos and movies and stuff. So, yeah. Sam goes on to ask, have you watched Has Been Hotel? And hellos, if yes, what's your thought? Hellos, if yes? If yes, what's your thoughts on them? I'm starting to watch Has Been Hotel with a friend. It's pretty cool. You know, my friend is super into it, so I love their energy, and I love like feeding off their energy. I think it's all right. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I don't feel too strongly. I like it. I feel positively towards it. I feel like everybody who's into it is like a full 10 on it, but I think it's a good solid 7. You know, I enjoy it more than I dislike it. The characters are fun. You know, it's fun hearing Rosa, Keith David. I like the guy who sounds like old-timey radio. I love the effervescent energy of the main character. I like it. I like it a lot. David asks, hi there. I wondered if you like the furry community or were a furry yourself given your OC. Hope your day is going well. So I feel like the furry community is not very well understood, and by me specifically, but also like, you know, like what does it mean to be a furry? Does being a furry mean you think you're an animal? Does being a furry mean you feel like you have an animal in you, or like a part of you is an animal? Does being a furry just mean you like wearing the suits? Does being a furry specifically mean being sexual in a suit? Are you a furry if you like being in a suit but you don't like being sexual? Like, what is a furry really? I don't think I am a furry. I don't think I'm a bear. I just think that bears look cute and are strong and awesome. And I think that... I don't know. I don't want to say I think that being a bear would be cool because, you know, I don't want to live in the woods. But, I don't know. I don't think I'm a furry. I don't think I understand what being a furry is. So it's hard to say that I am one when I don't really know the definition of it, you know? But I'd say, for the most part, all those things I listed, no, I don't feel like there's an animal inside of me. I don't want to wear a suit. I don't want to have sex in a suit. I don't feel like there is a part of me inside that needs to be let out and expressed in secret or in special communities. You know, I feel like I am just who I am. Yeah. I'm pretty boring, pretty chill dude at the end of the day. But that having been said, you know, big ups to the furry community. I feel like you guys get shat on a lot, and I don't think that's very nice or fair. I think furries are cool. I don't got any problem with them. Anne says, could you make another pass out roleplay? I'd love to, Anne. Just go ahead and send in a script about it. I don't have any scripts on passing out right now, but I'd be happy to do one. Katie! Is that Katie? Like Subdued Hughes Katie? Katie! Katie says, hiya, sorry my question is a bit late. Is there anything you haven't done with the channel yet that you would like to try? Hope you're doing well, JC. You know, sometimes I think about... I don't know what, branching off or breaking off or something, but sometimes I think about what it would be like to do things like video game reviews or movie reviews or reactions or talking about certain topics or talking about certain news things, giving my own personal opinion on things. Being that kind of YouTuber. Maybe even doing a face reveal and doing that kind of stuff. So I think about it sometimes, but I really like what I'm doing now, so I don't really feel a strong urge to change. I also don't know that people would be interested in my opinion. I feel like my opinion doesn't always agree with a lot of people, so I don't know. But yeah, I do think about that sometimes. I think that might be something I do more with like my as JC. Maybe not as Cardlin. I think Cardlin Audio has found their niche and found their lane, and they're going to stay neatly within it. I'm always open to new ideas and trying new things, but honestly, I kind of am fine doing what we do as we do now. But maybe more audiobooks, maybe longer form content, maybe bigger collaborations, maybe cross-channel collaborations, maybe like making a constant universe with multiple characters in it from different people, and we're all role-playing within the universe as our own characters. That'd be fun. But I don't know that I have the time or the energy to commit to any of that, so yeah, I think there's stuff that I haven't done yet that I'd like to do, but I also like what I do right now a lot. Let's see. B says, it varies from person to person, but being a furry can be an escape as being someone different. Kind of like Halloween. You don't think you're the character, but it's fun to be something else. I don't really have that in me. I kind of like who I am as I am. Well, I don't like who I am, but I'm comfortable with who I am as I am, and I don't feel like there are any hidden sides of me that I have to hold back. Let's see. Thanks for the question, Katie. Always a pleasure. Ria asks, hi, hope you're doing good. I really like your audios, and this inspired me to write some scripts. I really want to send to you, but don't have the confidence if they're good enough. So how do you select your scripts? Is there specific criteria? Or should I just send them to you and wait? I mean, how do I get to know if it gets rejected or not? Well, actually, that's a great time to ask, because Ree's here, because Ree is my script editor. We've worked together for years now. Ree kind of knows what I like and what I don't like, and the way it works with the script is a script gets sent in, Ree will go over it, and they'll see whether or not they think it's something that I feel would be a good fit for the channel. If they do think it's good, they will let me know in a weekly meeting where we go over the scripts, and we pick which ones we like, which ones we don't like, and I try to give them reasons. But we always respond. First things first, when a script is submitted, we always respond, whether it's going to be accepted or not. I'd say script acceptance rate is, I don't know, I used to say 1 out of 3, but I feel like it might be better than that now. What do you think, Ree? Is it still 1 out of 3 scripts gets accepted? Because sometimes the script will be written well, but I just don't feel like it's a good fit for the channel, or I don't feel like it's something that I want to do. Ree says 1 out of 2. Okay, cool. 1 out of 2 is more likely. So there you go. We accept half the scripts we get. Other scripts will maybe say, what I like to do is I like to say, thanks, I don't think the script is a good fit. If you'd like to know why, I'm happy to let you know, but for now I don't think it'll be a good fit for the channel. And then sometimes people ask for a reason why, and we'll be like, all right, here's some things that I didn't like about it, or things that you can that might not be a good fit for the channel, and why. Let me take a little drinky drink here. Hope you all are staying hydrated out there. Ellie asks, hi Cardlin, not sure if anyone's asked this before, but what would you consider your favorite type of audios to make? I like making comfort audios and yandere audios, Ellie. Yandere because they're fun to act, and comfort because I like knowing that people are gonna, feel nice after they listen to them. Apricot is back, and they say, do you ever get awkward doing spicy audio collabs? Do you ever critique or give advice to help them better fit the vibe? I never critique or give advice. Sometimes people will ask for advice, in which case I'm happy to give it. But no, I don't ever feel awkward doing spicy audio collabs. Usually they record their side, I record my side, and then it's all mixed together, sometimes by me, sometimes by Kess. But no, it's never awkward, I don't think. The awkward part is asking, but the actual recording and the mixing together is usually chill. Apricot asks, what does yandere mean? Yandere is like stalker, horror, any type of horror audio. Yeah. Let's see. Janice asks, what place you visit or your favorite animal? All right, Janice. What place I visit? What would I like to visit? I'd like to visit places like Japan. Would be cool. The Philippines again, seeing family there. Taiwan would be nice. Favorite animal? I'll give you one guess, Janice. Take a look at the screen and go ahead and guess what my favorite animal is. Midnight Blue Eclipse asks, hopefully you haven't been asked this already, but how do you protect your voice from getting hoarse? Thanks for the Q&A. I just drink, I don't know, start trying to stay lubricated. I feel like my voice has changed over the years, and that's probably because I'm not doing anything to protect it or doing any kind of like special voice exercises. I probably should. Sorry, I got a text from my family. I had to respond real quick. Mixed Tongue says it's parrots, isn't it? It is. You figured me out. It's parrots. Let's see. We've got Midnight Blue Eclipse asking, hopefully you... Oh, the horse question, right. Got that one for you, Midnight Blue Eclipse. Tay asks, do you like ferrets? I don't dislike ferrets. But no, I wouldn't say I specifically like them. Fantasia asks where the inspirations came from when creating the long-running Butler Cardlin series and Darklin OCs. Butler Cardlin came from a doujinshi, which is to say a porn manga that I read. It's kind of the situation of the Butler and Little Miss combined as, like just condensed into one story. And I really liked it and thought it might make a good series. The Darklin OCs, I just like horror, I guess. I've always been a fan of like horror, stalker, yandere stuff. I love things like Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is one of my favorite concepts to go over. If you have a question, by the way, there is a form pinned to chat. Please go ahead and ask your question there. We are getting very close to the end of the list, so this stream might be ending soon. Let's see. Anna asks, no question, just wanted to remind you that you're doing an amazing job. Don't forget to be proud of yourself. Love from the Netherlands. Thank you, Anna. That's very kind of you to say. I deeply appreciate that. Thank you. Margot says, do you believe in ghosts? Nah. I don't really believe in anything supernatural, to be honest. I'm pretty based in logic and reason and ration kind of guy. Stardazzling asks, what's your comfort show? Oh, a show that I'll go back to and watch over and over again? Futurama, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's been times when like I've had like a, I'll be slipping into a panic attack and I'll just immediately look up something like, I'll immediately pull up like an episode of like Chappelle Show or Key and Peele, just anything that I've watched in the past that I know is always going to be chill and funny. Val says, have you considered collabing with Before Night Falls here on YouTube? Sure, I'd be happy to. Star Bright Like a Diamond, let me make sure that I'm reading that right. It might have got cut off. Yeah, Star Bright Like a Diamond asks, have you went to any concert? What concert would you want to attend in the future? Yeah, back in the day I went to concerts. I don't know that I need to go to concerts anymore. But, I went to, I'd say my favorite concert I've been to, and also probably the biggest concert I've ever been to was a Jimmy Eat World slash Weezer slash Tenacious D concert, and that was freaking amazing. That was a lot of fun. Let's see. Jennifer says, have you ever watched My Little Pony? I think you'd make a great Discord. Name of character, not the software. Okay, cool. I did, actually. I think I watched a season or two. I know who Discord is, and thank you. That's a big honor for you to say that. I'm not super familiar with it. I don't remember a lot about it, but yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Sophie Grace asks, hi again. If you were to go on vacation, would you prefer a city break or something more relaxing like going to the beach? Going to the beach would be fantastic, especially if we get like a nice, one of those like nice houses right on the beach, or like the back porch goes right out onto the sand. That would be amazing. Especially if it was private and secluded and still had great Wi-Fi somehow. That would be a dream. Jennifer says, do you ever do accents? Is it something you like doing? Yeah. I'm doing this NSFW series right now called Fuck the Police, where I do a country accent. That's a lot of fun. For my, my long-standing series called My Servant, My Savior, I do a kind of faux British Victorian kind of accent, and that's always fun too. I'm not very good at accents, but I certainly like doing them. Let's see. I have a couple of questions that are just, would you like to collab with this person? Sure. I'm down to collab with most people. I just gotta like get to know them, make sure they don't have anything shady going on, anything kind of questionable going on. And, I'm just trying to protect my business, protect myself, just trying to pay the bills, man. Pay the bills, give people a good time while doing it. That's what it's all about. Let's see. RDA asks, what's a mythical creature and or animal hybrid you'd like to have safely as a pet or companion? I would totally do fan art if interested. I think it would be great to have a Pikachu. Snorlax would be nice, but maybe not very great for cuddling because they can't fit everywhere. But yeah, a little Pikachu would be nice. Yeah. Wajud, or maybe Wajud, asks, can you please post more content, more comfort ASMR, or if I have ideas for ASMR, how to send them to you? So I've said this earlier, I'm going to go ahead and say it again, do my whole spiel about it. I don't write the scripts for the audios, so sending me script ideas or requesting certain types of audios doesn't really do anything. I choose from the scripts that are sent into me, and I don't really have any control over what's sent into me, right? I can request certain types, I can send out ideas, but in terms of somebody writing a script on it and sending it in, that's really up to their kindness and generosity. I'm happy to showcase their work and perform their scripts on my channel and give them credit, for writing and whatnot, but in terms of choosing specifically what kind of content goes out, I don't really have a lot of control over. So sending me script ideas or requesting that I do certain types of scripts or audios doesn't really do a lot for me. I can't really do much with it, unfortunately. But you're welcome to write a script and send it in. We go through scripts all the time, and I'd love to add a script on whatever topic you like, so long as it's going to be a good fit for the channel. Take it easy, Scorpio. Let's see. Getting close now to the end. Just like 5 questions away. Let's see. Mortals asks, hi, I love your audios so much and have fallen asleep so much. Thank you. But my question is, what's your favorite food? I'm just curious. Filipino food, probably. Favorite food specifically? That's tough. I like ramen. I like steaks. I like fried chicken. I like giniling. I like dinuguan. I like a lot of different foods. Hard to pick a favorite. B asks, when making multiple versions of a video, such as M for A, M for F, M for M, do you guys edit the scripts yourself to add the different pronouns or whatnot? And if you do, is it very time-consuming or difficult? Not very time-consuming or difficult. All we do is we'll go through a script that's submitted. Usually someone will submit a script, and more often than not, it's M for F, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. And we'll find the spots of the script that specifically mention gender, and then we'll take that couple of sentences, and then we'll rewrite a version for a male listener, and we'll rewrite a version for a non-binary listener, and then I'll record all three at the same time, and then later on, the audio editor, usually Sound by Kess, will edit them into 3 different files. So I don't record the same script 3 different times, but I will record one script and do certain sections of that script multiple times. Hope that makes sense. That Bad Bean asks, have you ever thought about collaborating with Siren Sun ASMR? Sure. I don't know them or know anything about them, but yeah, I'd love to meet them. Val says, can you do character voices? Like, I don't know, Mickey Mouse, for example? Some. I'm not very good at Mickey Mouse. It's very high-pitched, but yeah, some. Fantasia says, have you considered about doing teaching listener Tagalog audio? Or even short romantic comfort phrases? This would sound both interesting and really sweet. Thank you, Fantasia. I don't write the scripts. Requesting a specific type of script isn't really, not really a lot I can do about that. But yeah, if somebody wrote a script like that, I'd be happy to do it. Chloe asks, and this could very well be our last question of the day. If a bear wasn't your mascot, what animal would you choose? Maybe a hedgehog. A little hedgehog wearing a hat. That'd be nice. Because I feel like I feel like a hedgehog sometimes. My ex used to say that I eat like a hedgehog, and I also feel like I'm prickly and hard to get close to. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's kind of fitting. If not a bear, then a hedgehog. All right, that brings us to the end of our list of questions. It's been exactly 2 hours. That's weird how that fit that way. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I'll hang out and chat for like 10-15 minutes if anybody wants to just vibe and listen to the music and talk with me or ask any kind of questions in chat. But otherwise, let's go ahead and start winding down. Big thank you to everybody for being here. Big thank you to everybody for coming out. Oh, Nika/J Adams said, how did you enjoy the stream? Pretty good. It's a pretty good stream. I think it was just the right amount of time. Everybody was really nice and respectful with the questions. I was worried about trolls and stuff, but luckily the Cardigan community is really loving and sweet, so thank you for that. Blossom X says, JC, by the way, what's Monday's video? Well, you know it's going to be either comfort or cute and funny, because that's what we do on Mondays. We do comfort, cute and funny, or sleep aid, so I can tell you it's going to be one of those. Anxiety Plush B asks, is this live going to be saved as a VOD after? It will. Artie says, perfect timing. I start work right now. Have a great rest of your day, JC. Hey, you too. Thanks for coming out. Ellie's listening to this and working on a project right now. Cool, cool. Mixed Tonk says, glad I caught a few minutes. Me too. All y'all have a great day. Y'all take it easy. I'm just going to chill here and vibe with the music. Talk to chat for a bit. Then close it up in about 8 minutes or so. If I sound a little farther away, it's because I'm leaning back in the chair. This is nice and cozy. Val says, I'm sorry for the amount of questions from me alone. It's my first time here, and I love how you were interacting with us and whatnot. I was excited. Hey, no problem. J. Adams says, Cardlin, can you wish me luck on my exam tomorrow? Yeah, good luck. Take it easy, Tonks. Ah, this is nice. I wish I was on the beach. I haven't been to a beach in forever. I have a picture of the beach right here on my desk, but I haven't been. Hopefully sometime soon. That'd be nice. What should I get to eat after this? What do y'all think? Thinking maybe Chinese food. Chinese food kind of Sunday. Reese says, I've never been to an ocean beach, just a lake beach. Lake beach doesn't count. You gotta get the motion of the ocean. Ideally, the Pacific one, too. Fantasia says, excited for the rest of May and summer plans? No huge plans, but I am excited. I think it's going to be a good summer. Hopefully it's just not too hot. Twilight says, I should go to the beach. Use one of my personal days or sick days. You should use all your personal days or sick days. B says, thanks for answering my questions, by the way. The stream was some great background noise, and it's inspired me to maybe try writing some scripts. I hope you do. Zochi says, have a great day. I wish your mom and your son's mom a great Mother's Day. Thank you. Chloe says, what's your favorite types of audios to do? Yandere. Midnight Blue Eclipse says I should have some pizza. Maybe pizza. Maybe some Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Maybe, huh? Katie says, how many hours a week do you work on audios? I don't know. I feel like it's just something I'm always working on. I'm always thinking about. I don't know how many hours I'm actually sitting down working on it directly, but it's certainly constantly in my mind, which is good and bad, you know? The thing I miss about a 9-to-5 job is that that's it. It's just 9 to 5. You know, sometimes you take some work home, but because you're not personally invested in the work, you don't really take too much of it home. But I feel like because I'm personally invested in the work, it feels like any time I'm spent not directly adding to the business is time spent wasted. So it's a hard mental trip to navigate. Jennifer says, I just ordered pizza. Nice. Ree says, oh, don't make me crave Chinese. I'm cooking tonight. Chinese next time. Chloe asks again, what is your favorite type of audios to record? You know, on principle, Chloe, I'm not going to answer this time, but thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Valerie says hi. Hi, Valerie. Val says, JC, I'll share my food with you. Ooh, what you got? What are you sharing? Appreciate. Chloe says, if you like Chinese food, then Chinese food. Yeah, I think that might be it. Chantal says, hello from the Netherlands. Hello. How do you say hello in Netherlandese? Deutsch? Oakart, hello. We're going to be closing up in just a few minutes here. If you have any last minute questions, now's the time to ask them. Otherwise, just enjoy the vibes and enjoy the waves. Chantal says, we say hoi. Well, hoi to you, Chantal, and hoi to your folk out there in the Netherlands. Katie R says, I love almond chicken. What do you normally get? I'm a big fan of honey walnut shrimps, curry chicken, sweet and sour pork, that kind of stuff. Singapore style noodles. Applejack says Netherlands nuts. Okay. Val says, DM me and we can go from there. You know, sharing food and whatnot. JK, unless... calm down, Val. Kayleen says, when's going to be the next stream? I don't know. Maybe I'll do these once a month. This has been fun. Chloe says, I say Chinese food. Alright. I'll go and see if there's anything appetizing. Chantal says, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Tiff says, sending hugs. Appreciate you, Tiff. B says, man, now some ham fried rice sounds awesome. Yeah, it does. Apricot Bro says, what should we eat? What should we eat today? Suggestions? Pasta sounds great. There's nowhere around here that does good pasta, but man, I haven't had pasta in a while. Chantal says, I'm also doing good. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Todd says, thanks for coming out, everybody. Yeah. As we continue to wind down here, thank you, everybody, for coming out. This has been a lot of fun. It's always cool to see the new people in the community and see some familiar faces at the same time. Ree says, I'm cooking my fave tonight. Homemade sweet and sour meatballs. Mom's recipe. What do you eat those meatballs with? Like mashed potatoes? Like what's like the carb? Or like veggies and stuff. Rice usually? Okay. I like that. Val says, honorary friend here as a fan. Appreciate you, Val. Apricot Bro says, how are you celebrating Mother's Day? Oh, we celebrated yesterday, actually. It was really nice. Sent them some gifts. Did a nice call. Their birthday was also recently, so I got to celebrate that as well. It was nice. Lisa, so the sauce is mixed with the rice. Oh, you gotta like a good sauce. You don't want that sauce. Fantasia says, thanks for stream, everyone. It was super chill and I gotta run, sadly. Have a great time zone. Take it easy. Val says, I can't really cook, but I can learn for you. Wow, that's really nice of you. You're gonna learn a whole skill just for me? That's really something. All right, y'all. We're gonna close this on down. But thanks for coming out. Thanks for the questions. It was really cool to chill with y'all, and I appreciate it. See y'all in the next one, okay? Have a good one, and I'ma see ya later. Bye. Cheers.